The 1951 Convention relating the status of refugees states that the refugee is a person who, owing to a well-founded fear of being persecuted for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion, is outside the country of his nationality and is unable to, or owing to such fear is unwilling to, avail himself of the protection of that country. Italy became an important destination for refugees in 1996 because of the fall of the Berlin Wall and the war in the Balkans, as well in Somalia. The right of asylum appears in the Italian Constitution as a subjective right. Article 10, Chapter 3 of the Italian Constitution states: a foreigner who is denied in his own country the practical exercise of democratic freedoms guaranteed by the Italian Constitution is entitled to the right of asylum within the territory of the Republic under conditions laid down by the law. This constitutional rule grants protection that is wider than that of the Geneva Convention, which is limited to persecuted people. However, Article 10 of the Italian Constitution was not applied for a very long time. European organizations such as Caritas Europa, the International Catholic Migration Commission and the Jesuit Refugee Service Europe, at the end of 2004 argued that some recommendations should be incorporated into EU asylum and migration policy in order to protect the human rights of migrants and refugees. These organizations recommended that EU migration and asylum policy should provide a framework for the regularization of migrants in irregular situations, the recognition of family reunification as a fundamental right, a common approach to integration policy, and a modified return and readmission policy. They urged the member states to ratify the United Nations International Convention on Migrants' Rights adopted in 1990. Combating trafficking in human beings should constitute a specific policy and also seek to offer long-term perspectives to the victims. A common and coherent asylum system must guarantee high standards for refugees. Asylum seekers and refugees should have access to a full asylum determination procedure, which should be in compliance with the rule of law. Refugees should be guaranteed a protected status during their asylum application and be admitted access into the labor market. UNHCR states that the refugee has the right to safe asylum, not only in the sense of physical safety, but he should receive at least the same rights and the basic help just like any other foreigner who is a legal resident. It includes freedom of thought, of movement, and freedom from torture and degrading treatment, as well as economic and social rights. Refugees should have free access to medical care, schooling, and the right to work. Well, they should.